Greetings of the day. Today, let us see Elegy written in a country churchyard, which is a familiar poem written by Thomas Gray. Let us see the first stanza. Already I have given the biography of Thomas Gray and the introduction about this poem. Today, let us see the first stanza and the remaining stanzas. The curfew tolls the knell of parting day. The lowing herd wind slowly over the lea. The ploughman homeward plods his weary way and leaves the world to darkness and to me. See, this is the very first stanza. And here we could see the evening time, okay, the parting of the day, of course, the ending of the day, evening time, the evening church bell seemed to ring the death of the day. Already, you know, bell rings in the school, bell chimes at the time of wedding ceremony, bell knells, savamani, death bell, okay. Church bell tolls, curfew tolls, rings, okay. It is the end of the day, that is the bell. The knell is a bell that rings when someone dies. So what happened here? The speaker of the poem is the poet, and he watches everything, what is happening in the village, in the hamlet. Hamlet is also a group of village. And here, the evening church bell seemed to ring the death of the day that had just died. The cows that had been grazing on the meadow, they were being driven home. The herd, they were lowing, அப்படியே மா அப்படின்னு கத்திக்கிட்டே slowly over the lea. Lea means meadow. All those cattle are moving. The cattle is moving, lowing and moving. The ploughman homeward plods his weary way. The ploughman, உழவனும் கூட, okay, he went to his home. He was very much tired. He was very much tired. The farmer who has been plowing all the day, okay, now goes home tired with a heavy tread. அப்படியே அவனால ஒரு ஸ்டெப் எடுத்து வைக்க முடியல அடி, okay, ஒரு அடி, the tread, okay. So he was very much tired, but the poet has beautifully described weary way. Weary way, the way becomes tired. The way becomes tired. Okay, this is what the transferred epithet explained by the poet in this. The cows are lowing to their calves as they go homeward. The farmer who has been plowing all the day, now he also returns home tired with a heavy tread. They all go away, leaving the poet standing in the country churchyard, okay. See, all, and leaves the world to darkness and to me. So there is utter darkness around himself, and there is no light also. Now fades the glimmering landscape on the sight, and all the air a solemn stillness hurls, save where the beetle wheels his drowning flight, and drowsy tinklings lull the distant fells. Now fades the glimmering landscape. Glimmering means shining, sing. Here, the light is dimmed, of course, landscape, okay. The prose order of this poetic line is, of course, the glimmering landscape fades on the sight now. Okay, this is the prose order. Whereas now the landscape is faintly visible. It is hidden in the darkness. The landscape is hidden in the darkness. And a solemn stillness holds all the air. எங்க பார்த்தாலும் ஒரு அமைதி நிலவுது. It is still, okay, it is dark and it is serious. Solemn means serious. See where the beetle wheels his droning flight. But that stillness, that solemn stillness is broken by that of the beetle, which produces sound. Wheels அப்படி பறக்கும் போது அந்த சவுண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டே வைன்னு வருது. So it disturbs the solemn stillness, and drowsy tinklings lull the distant folds. Now the sleepy sheep, they tried to sing lullaby to the entire fold. So the bells which have been tied around the necks of those sheep, they produced sleepy, that sound. Okay, sheep felt the tinkling of the bell sound, lullaby. Okay, தாலாட்டு பாடுற மாதிரி அந்த மணி அப்படி அப்படி இப்படி சவுண்ட் கேட்டுட்டே இருக்கு. The next, save that from yonder ivy mantled tower, the moping owl does to the moon complain of such as wandering near her secret bower, molest her ancient solitary reign. Now we could see ivy plant, creeper. Ivy is a creeper. See, there is a tower. The tower is covered by ivy creepers. Creeper na ஒரு கொடி மாதிரி ஒரு செடி வகை. Okay, that ivy is covered. Okay, that creeper is covered the tower, and there they could see the moonlight. The moonlight. Okay, they could see. There is an owl just perching on the branches of the tree. Okay, and this owl is complaining, okay, to the moon. What it is complaining means, it complains to the moon that some creatures are wandering near her. Okay, so her hidden home is revealed to all the creatures, the passers by. So they are all interfering with this lone territory, and this is the place in which the owl is living for a long time. The owl அங்க ரொம்ப நாளா வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்கான், யாரும் இதை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணக்கூடாதான். Okay, so this is the lone territory which has been the owls, okay, which has been hers for a long time. So it complains to the moon, no passers by, no creatures by should disturb me at this hour. Bower means bough, the branch of the tree. Look at the next stanza. Beneath those rugged elms that yew trees shade, where heaves the turf in many a mouldering heap, each in his narrow cell, forever laid, the rude forefathers of the hamlet sleep. See, look at the next stanza. Beneath those, under those rugged elms. Of course, elms and yew are all sort of trees. They are all trees, okay? Where the turf, or kudumbi mari, okay, turf, T-U-R-F, turf na kudumbi, okay? Turf appears heaped in many a rotting heap. Okay, the rough forefathers of that little village, they were all sleeping forever in the tomb. So there is no one to awaken them. There is no one in this world to awaken their sleep. Each in his narrow cell, the tombstone, okay, in that graveyard, all the forefathers are lying asleep. அங்க ரொம்ப நாள் தூங்கிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. Of course, they are all dead bodies. Nobody can recover them. But here the poet says, the rude forefathers of the hamlet, of the whole village, okay, they are all sleeping for a long time, says the poet. Sing. Turf means, here it refers to grass. Turf na kudumbi, sorry. Tuft means, T-U-F-T, tuft means kudumbi. Turf means grass. Okay, turf means grass. And mouldering, please take notes. The word mouldering means crumbling. C-R-U-M-B-L-I-N-G, crumbling. Mouldering means crumbling. Heap of the soil, okay, mouldering heap, na, the heap of the soil under which all the dead bodies were buried, they were lying, okay. That's what the poet says. So the rude forefathers of the hamlet, they are sleeping for a long period of time. Look at the next stanza. The breezy call of incense breathing morn, the swallow twittering from the straw-built shed, the cock's shrill clarion or the echoing horn, no more shall rouse them from their lowly bed. The breezy call of incense breathing morn. Now there is a healthy morning, okay, and the fresh air, the breeze carry the fresh scents of all the flowers in the morning. At this time, they could hear the poet, okay, the speaker of this poem could hear swallow twittering. The swallow's twittering sound, it is heard from the shed built of straw. அப்படியே அழகா வைக்கல கூடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. அங்கிருந்து the twittering sound of the birds they could hear. I would like to give you the sound, those terms for birds. Just I shall type here, okay. Birds actually chirp, okay. Birds chirp. Hen clucks. Koli kokarikum. Cock crows. Seval கூவும். Crow cries. Kaham karai. Duck, as you all know, quacks. Duck quacks. Then peacock screams. Mile ahavum. Owl hoots. Andai alarum. Owl hoots. This is enough, I think. So these are all the birds sound in English. Just to take notes, I'm going to erase it. So from that straw-built shed, they could hear the swallow twittering and the cock's shrill clarion. See, clarion means shrill cry, sharp ஒரு ஒலி எழுப்புதல், okay, a loud and shrill call that is made to rouse or excite, ஒரு thrilling or excite, hey அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல, that is also clarion, okay. So that shrill call is made by this cock in this place. That loud crowing, okay, of that cock we could hear from a barn rooster. Barn is a barn field. Rooster is also cock, variety of cock. And the சேவல் கத்துறது, shrill cry we could hear, and echoing horn. See, horn is of course blown by huntsman. Horn, ஹார்ன், அந்த ஒளி எழுப்புற சத்தம் இருக்குல்ல, அந்த சவுண்ட், இட் இஸ் blown by the huntsman. வேட்டைக்காரங்க அந்த சவுண்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ தட் ஹார்ன் சவுண்ட் எக்கோடு from hill to hill. Okay, even though the cock crows shrilly, clarion and the sound if the cock produces, or the swallows twitters, or the huntsman blew his horn, nobody can awaken the dead man from their sleeping, the long sleep. Okay, எவ்வளோ சவுண்டு ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணாலும் இந்த கிரேவ்ல இருந்து ஒருத்தரை எழுப்ப முடியாது. No one can be resurrected. Okay, no one can be resurrected. யாருமே உயிர் தெழ முடியாது. So they are all lying, okay, in their lowly bed. Lowly bed, the grave. Okay, for them no more the blazing hearth shall burn, or busy housewife ply her evening care. No children run to lisp their sire's return, or climb his knees the envied kiss to share. The poet's imagination continues, okay, here also. For them no more the blazing hearth shall burn. See, in every huts of the village, we could see the hearth. ஒவ்வொரு குடிசையிலும் cottage, okay, cottage குடிசை. In each cottage or a house, okay, we can take, there will be hearth. Hearth na fireplace. Okay, hearth means fireplace. So no more shall the hearths of the cottages burn brightly, because the fathers, the forefathers who have been dead for a long period of time, they may not come alive. திரும்பி உயிரோட வரமாட்டாங்க. So no more shall housewife ply evening core of spinning, okay, and weaving ordinary clothes. அவங்களுக்காண்டி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணி ordinary clothes they used to wear. They expect the arrival of their husbands. Okay, so nothing will happen. So now no more shall the children run and lisp to their mothers that their fathers have returned. Appa vandட்டாங்க, oh father has come. The children will be very happy when the father returns from his work, but there is nothing happens. So okay, there is no more and the lisping child of those children. Okay, when the fathers have returned home, okay, no more shall the children jump on the knees of the returned parent. அப்படியே ஜம்ப் பண்ணி குதிச்சு துள்ளி they will hug, and the father also will share his kiss on the child's cheek also, okay, with love. So the or climb his knees the envied kiss to share. So there is no more busy housewife, there is no more children run and kiss the father and shout, and the no more father, okay, returning home. That's what we could understand from this stanza, because all their fathers, the forefathers, of course, they were all sleeping, okay, in their lowly bed. Look at the next stanza. Often did the harvest to their sickle yield, their furrow often the stubborn glebe has broke. How jocund did they drive their team afield, how bowed the woods beneath their sturdy stroke. See, in this stanza, the poet has described the rustics, okay, the hard-working farmers, the villagers. Rustic, na? The village people, okay, opposite to the term urban. So he has described the hard-working farmers, the rustic scene. The harvest often yielded, okay, to their sickles. Sickle, as you all know, the term, look at the word here. Sickle means kadir aruva. Okay, sickle means kadir, which is an instrument used to cut the grass. Okay, so what here the poet says, the harvest has often yielded to their sickles. The hard earth has often broken into furrows. உடைக்கவே முடியாத அந்த earth, okay, அந்த soil போட்டு they are making furrows, குழி தோண்டிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. Okay, the plowman, they are breaking the land, okay, with their the plow, then all the other instruments, okay, they used to plow the field, okay. They have driven their team of plow horses also, okay. Here, the word, the stubborn glebe, okay, it refers to the strong horses, okay. Glebe means, please take notes, just a minute. The stubborn glebe means hard soil, just I shall write in bracket here. The stubborn glebe means the hard soil, அப்படியே உடைக்க முடியாம ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கு அந்த soil. Okay, they have to break it, okay, with their plow. It is very difficult, okay. And how jocund did they drive their team? Here, team only refers to horses or oxen. Just I shall write here, horses or oxen. Erudhu, oxen, horses. In foreign countries, they use horses also to plow the field. Okay, but here we use only oxen. Inge erudhu da use pannuvanga, but there they use horse also. Okay, so how jocund? Jocund means enjoying, very happy. Okay, jocund means very happy. The jocund, did they try? They used to plow the land. Okay, though the soil is very hard, though the land is very hard, all these farmers, they work hard and they make the hard earth into plowing field. அப்படி உழுகின்ற நிலமா நல்லா அழகா உழுதுறாங்க. Okay, how about the woods beneath their sturdy na very strong stroke. Okay, the வெட்டுறதுல very strong stroke. Okay, they cut the land into pieces. Okay, but now see, all these jolly mood, all these jocund, okay, enjoying with their horses or oxen to plow the field, it has been gone now. Everything has gone now. So there is no farmer, there is no horses or oxen to plow the field. So it is just laid aside. அப்படியே சும்மா இருக்குது. Okay, now look at the next stanza. Let not ambition mock their useful toil, their homely joys and destiny obscure, nor grandeur hear with a disdainful smile the short and simple annals of the poor. See, in this stanza, the poet ridicules the humble people who are lying in their lowly bed, in their grave. See, let not ambition mock their useful toil. The poet points out that the ambitious, not to mock at their useful labors. அவங்க பண்ண வேலையை பார்த்து யாரும் சிரிக்கவும் கூடாது. First he says, their homely joys and their humble destinies. Okay, everything has gone now. The poet advises the proud and great people not to listen with the contemptuous smile. கேலியா சிரிக்கிற அப்படி ஏளனமா சிரிக்கிறதை இப்ப கண்டுக்க கூடாது. ஓகே. And to the short and simple records of the lives of those humble people. Okay. So they should not be ridiculed, the poet says. Okay. The forefathers who worked hard for a long period of time for this village, so they should not be ridiculed. அவங்கள யாரும் கேலி பண்ணி சிரிக்க கூடாது. Okay, that's what he says. Nor grandeur, here with a disdainful smile. Okay, grandeur na of high. Okay, disdainful means scornful. Okay, contemptuous, mocking. Here it refers to. Okay, without any respect. Okay, ஏளனமா பார்த்து அவங்கள பார்த்து சிரிச்சிடக்கூடாது யாரும். Okay, the short and simple annals. Annals are the record-breaking history event. Okay, the historical event made by those forefathers.